Hi, Nelly.
How you doing?
Good. I'm so excited to be here with you. We have Grammy winning, multiple diamond selling artists. And Nelly, I have like so many things I wanted to talk with you about today, but can I just say, how is it possible you have not aged in 20 years and you're doing like backflips
Ah,
and dancing with the stars? Seriously.
yeah, yeah, it did. I felt the age when I landed. You could guarantee that.
Okay,
It
I
just,
was gonna say because I'm having trouble getting out of bed in the morning and I'm watching you do backflips on the show.
yeah, yeah.
Seriously.
I let them sucker me into that one, but appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I've been a fan for a really long time and it's kind of cool to be able to grow with you a little bit. And one of the things, this past year has been like super hard for everyone. And I think everyone handled the whole quarantine and being inside, indoors differently. For you, I know you have new music coming out. Would you say it was more creative? Like, what were you up to during quarantine?
Yeah, I would probably say, well, obviously, I think we all shared similar things in common going through quarantine, the unknown, trying to figure out the what ifs. Worried about your family and loved ones and how this is not just going to affect you, but the people who you care about, and obviously the elders of your family or your community, so to speak, and how that's going to be. So I think after you get past that pandemic wise, some of the things that I was doing was working on this project a lot, but working on it differently, obviously, because of the pandemic. I was not able to kind of be in studio with a lot of the people who we were collaborating with on this project at that time. At
Right,
that time.
right. I even saw
So
like behind the scenes on your latest music video, which by the way, congratulations. I know that just came out. I saw people in the background wearing masks and stuff. So it was like kind of a reminder of like where we are in this world at the moment. But at the same time, it's so positive. Like, the new song, a little bit is it's such a summer jam. It is so much fun.
yeah, thank you. That's what we was hoping for, and it's crazy because the song was recorded actually pre-pandemic. Like pre-pandemic, I was in Nashville, and then I went on tour overseas. I was on tour overseas for about almost a month into it, and then voila hit. And the
Oh.
president at that time,
Mm.
who was a little bit unstable, didn't know didn't know where this guy was going with it. Was kind of like was kind of like he's about to close down the borders. Nobody's getting in,
Oh no. So
and
did you think you were gonna get stuck overseas? Like you had
I
no
had
idea?
no idea what was going on. Like because you just didn't know what was obviously because of a little bit of the confusion of things he was saying and doing at the time. I'll just say that it was just unclear if if he was going to prevent me and others that was obviously on tour over there. I wasn't the only one on tour over there. We had a few other artists that was with us, and a bunch of other people that were worried because this was a new president for us, and we didn't we didn't know how
Yeah.
he was acting and saying and doing certain things. So we just thought it would be best to just end this and
And
let's
take
just
like
get
a
back.
brief pause and
Let's
reset.
yeah.
Yeah,
So, but it turned out we did the song pre-pandemic, and we slowly but for surely gradually implemented it into what was going on. But it's hitting right around the perfect time right now, as
yeah.
as would hope, as we hoped, as we saw the vision for the song being a summertime type of feel for the record. And yeah,
Yeah,
man.
and also just it feels nice. I mean, I was reading recently that people are getting giddy over the littlest things, like just being able to go outside and eat outdoors and see family. And for some people, they haven't not done that in months. So it's kind of just brings all those good vibes. What was it like filming the video for that?
It was just that's exactly the premise of the video was to be back outside. You know what I'm saying? It's just like just a little bit, if any. I mean, just to enjoy what a lot of us, probably all of us, had been taking for granted for we don't know how long. And it's crazy because I was talking a little bit earlier to a guy about playing video games and things like that. And I was just like, listen, I love video games like the rest, but if you haven't had your fill of video games in the past year and a half, I mean,
Yeah.
like you just want to go outside and see a bird and watch some sunshine and just hang out with
I know. I feel like so many of us were just like, let's just get outdoors and enjoy like the little things. It really opened our eyes. Like that was one of the positive effects of the pandemic, I think.
video.
Yeah, it really is all the little things. And I know this is what your second time working now with Florida Georgia Line. You love those guys. What was that like? Do you have them on speed dial for collaborations?
Well, not for collaborations, but yeah, they're family. We truly are like, we talk about any and everything. Like if you can, the freaking group text probably is not a good thing that you see the group text, but if you were privy enough to see some of these, to see some messages, some of the stuff we talk about is definitely family. It's guy talk and things like
listen, we all have those. We all have those. What happens in the group chat stays in the group chat.
Yeah, definitely when it comes to these country boys. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, like, speaking of, you have been like one of the artists that really has like bridged the gap between genres of music. Is that what you envisioned yourself doing like way back in like the, in 2000, say? Or did that just kind of evolve from somewhere else?
Well, I'm a firm believer that I think hip hop is going to be the universal glue of putting all genres of music together eventually. That's just how I see it. Only because it's the voice of the youth. And as more and more people continue to grow into hip hop, it just becomes the base for music. Because if you listen to like artists like FGL or any artists that are like 50 years or younger, no matter what generation of music they're in, they have some type of affinity for hip hop.
Yeah.
Now that doesn't occur for any other music. You can have some hip hop artists who probably don't give a rat's ass about this genre of music or this genre of music, who only care about this. But there's not a genre of music anywhere that doesn't have some type of affinity for hip hop. You may like this hip hop artist, or you may like this, or you may like this song, or you may like this song. But I don't think that occurs in any other genre of music like that. So I firmly believe hip hop being the glue. So I wouldn't say like bridging the gap, but more so creating something that is inevitable, an evolution.
It's like it's very inclusive, and I think that just that hip hop influence is just there.
Yeah.
And, I mean, obviously, like the charts agree. Look, your single went #1 on the iTunes country chart, which I mean, I don't know if you ever envisioned yourself there. And currently #3 US, which is amazing. So congratulations.
Yeah, on that iTunes chart again, 2004, we did a lot with Over and Over with Tim McGraw, and we topped a lot of country charts over there too as well in 2004. And people told me I was crazy when I wanted to do that record. And then, like you said, again, to come back with FGL with Cruise and having that be diamond and be one of the biggest selling country songs of all time is just amazing. So when you get here, it's kind of like it's very humbling to have people appreciate your vision. That's all I can say.
I mean, it's incredible. I just wonder, like back in the country grammar days, if you ever saw this happening. But I love this path you've chosen. I think it's incredible. I know you've been teasing a new album, which is coming out this summer. Can you give me a date for Heartland?
I don't have a number date. I got a season date. It's this summer.
Okay, we'll take it because it's basically summer now, right? Summer just kicked off.
Closer to the end, obviously, because again, I think everything has just been washed around this pandemic, man, and just trying to make sure I'm an old artist, so to speak, and I'm not used to giving my music out over the internet. I'm used to being out in front of the people. I'm used to being out on the road. I'm used to being in studio.
Trust me, I remember trying to shove a Discman into my pocket. So like, I'm with you. But I wanted to shift gears for just a second because, for a whole year and change, we've had no live music. And I know for you, you were like overseas when the pandemic hit, and then all of a sudden there was nothing. Like, what's it like to start to trickle in these live shows? And I know you're playing our iHeartRadio Music Festival, which we couldn't be more excited about in September. And the album's going to be out by then. How has it been? Is it like dipping your toe back into the water, or does it feel like you never left?
Well, performing is something that I feel that hopefully I'll never forget to do. Excuse me. And when you've done as many shows as Nelly have, it's kind of like, it's the old riding the bike cliche, so to speak. But it definitely feels good just to be out in front of the live energy, to be out in front of the audience, to be, on that stage and actually be making eye contact with people, so to speak. Not all the way back shaking hands and slapping things.
Yeah, no, it's for me, it's gonna be elbow touching and like hugs forever, because handshaking is gross.
Well, sometimes I have had a few performances and I have kind of reverted back to the old ways, and you stick your hand out and you're kind of like, oh shit. Oops. Yeah, but we keep the hand sanitizer on stage now, so
there you go.
It's right by the towels. So you used to have a bottle of water and towels. Now you got bottled water, towels, and hand sanitizer. So it's just like, cool.
It is going to be just, will everything go back to normal? I don't know. This might be our new normal, but you know what? The one thing I do know is that it's going to be so amazing to have the live music. It's going to be so great to have you at our iHeartRadio Music Festival. It's going to be so amazing to have the new album from you, which, maybe you can let me know when that date, when you get closer to that date, you can put it up on Instagram or something.
I definitely will. And hopefully, again, like I said, we get to be in studio to present it.
I was thinking that too. Like, I hope this is the last Zoom we ever get to do, because I'd much rather see you in the studio in person, because you are such a treasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Wendy. I truly appreciate that. Thank you.